In a stunning political move that has sent shockwaves across Canada, Prime Minister Mark Carney has called for a snap election set for April 28th. This election, which will decide the future direction of the country, comes at a time of unprecedented political turbulence and shifting allegiances. Carney, who only recently took office following Justin Trudeau's resignation in January, now finds himself at the helm of a nation gripped by uncertainty. His decision to call for an election after dissolving the 44th Parliament comes as his party, the Liberals, has surged ahead in the polls, leaving the Conservatives scrambling to hold their ground. The election is shaping up to be a high-stakes battle, with the future of Canada's relationship with the United States taking center stage. Prime Minister Carney has been vocal about the growing threats from President Donald Trump, whose trade policies and aggressive rhetoric have put immense pressure on Canada's sovereignty and economy. In a recent statement, Carney declared that the country is facing the most significant crisis of our lifetime due to Trump's actions, which he believes are aimed at undermining Canada's autonomy. He wants to break us, so America can own us. We will not let this happen, Carney asserted, signaling that the upcoming election will not just be about internal politics, but about standing firm against external pressures. With these words, Carney has positioned himself as the defender of Canadian interests in the face of an unpredictable neighbor. The snap election, with its campaign expected to last 37 days, marks a pivotal moment in Canadian politics. The dissolution of Parliament has given Carney the opportunity to secure a strong, positive mandate and avoid a potential showdown in the House of Commons, where his lack of a seat had previously complicated matters. Prior to the dissolution, the Liberals held 152 seats, while the Conservatives had 120, the Bloc Québécois had 33, and the NDP and Green Party held 24 and 2 seats, respectively. With Carney now at the helm, many are speculating that the Liberals could potentially secure enough support to form a majority government, reversing the fortunes of a party that had long been on the defensive. Laurie Turnbull, the director of Dalhousie University's School of Public Administration, noted the dramatic shift in the political landscape since Carney's rise to power. Carney has been the game changer and has totally reversed the fortunes of the Liberal Party, Turnbull said. As the election nears, it has become clear that the race is no longer just about party lines, but about leadership. Carney's ability to connect with Canadians, especially in handling economic uncertainty and managing trade relations with the U.S., has put him ahead in the eyes of many voters. Polls consistently show that Carney is viewed as more capable than Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre when it comes to dealing with the political and economic challenges posed by the Trump administration. Trump's repeated threats to impose tariffs on Canadian goods and his aggressive stance toward Canada have galvanized a strong sense of patriotism across the nation. Many Canadians are rallying around the call to boycott American goods and embracing the slogan, elbows up, a phrase that signifies the need to stand strong against external forces. This sentiment is reflected in the campaign materials being rolled out by the Liberal Party, including a viral ad featuring Canadian actor and comedian Mike Myers. In the ad, Myers and Carney are seen donning Team Canada hockey jerseys, with Carney questioning Myers about his Canadian identity. The ad concludes with a powerful message of unity and pride, as the duo declares that there will always be a Canada. Within 24 hours, the ad had amassed over 7 million views, illustrating the deep connection many Canadians feel toward their country's sovereignty and identity. If the Liberals emerge victorious in April, it will be a political comeback of historic proportions. Until recently, the Conservatives were widely expected to win the election, with some polls giving them a 99% chance of victory. However, the resignation of Trudeau, the rise of Carney as a political force, and the ongoing threats from Trump have dramatically altered the trajectory of the race. The election is not really about the parties anymore, Turnbull observed. It's about finding a leader who can offer a sense of security in a time of uncertainty. For many Canadians, Carney represents that leader, offering a vision of strength and resilience in the face of external challenges. Meanwhile, the Conservatives are struggling to maintain their footing, Leader Pierre Poilievre has framed his campaign around a Canada First platform, emphasizing the need to protect the country's sovereignty from Trump's influence. He has criticized Carney for his past role as an economic advisor to the Liberal Party, claiming that Carney's policies have contributed to the country's slow economic growth. The Conservatives' messaging, however, seems to be falling short, as many voters continue to rally behind Carney's leadership. Voters, in poll after poll, are not accepting the Conservatives' definition of who Mark Carney is, Turnbull said, suggesting that the Conservative strategy may not be enough to overcome the political momentum that Carney has built. As the election approaches, all eyes will be on the outcome of this high-stakes contest. The future of Canada's relationship with the United States, the country's economic stability, and its political future all hang in the balance. One thing is certain, the April 28th election will be one for the history books, and the results will undoubtedly shape the nation's path for years to come. Thank you for tuning in to In the Know News, where we bring you the latest insights and analysis on politics, finance, and global affairs. Stay informed and stay ahead. Until next time, keep learning and stay curious.